Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kangshochanuramardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagadgurum. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I will salute Lord Sri Krishna, the teacher of the world, the son of Vasudeva, the destroyer of the demons, Kamsa and Chanura, and the supreme bliss of Mother Devaki. We salute him again and again. So we are reading the second chapter, and we are on the verse number 49 today, on page 175. So, this second chapter is one of the beautiful chapters where the philosophy of karma and knowledge, jnana, have been firmly given reasoning and support of it. Because we live in the world of karma, and the war was going on in the battlefield. We are in the battlefield of life. So it makes sense. And Gita was given not in a solitary place, not in an isolated cave, but in the war field. Each one is ready to kill each other with weapons, arms and ammunitions. Now, Krishna, Bhagavan is saying that do your karma. Be are spiritual does not mean that you will be not functional in the world. Spiritual person will be more functional in the world because they understand what this world is and what our real nature is. So, Bhagavan said that happiness comes, misery comes, sukha dukkha. It comes, make it equal. Gain and loss will come in life. Victory and failure will come in life. But you continue to fight, because that is the life's journey, and by that you will not incur any sin. And how to do the work, that is the question. As Sri Krishna suggested, that is the message of the Bhagavad Gita, that you do work. How? Just focus on your work. Do the best you can do. But don't focus your mind on the results all the time. Result will come. Best result will come. You are focused totally. Rather, digressing your mind from the activity and thinking of what will happen, what is coming, shall I reach this goal, day and night. You are not doing justice to your work. Rather, focus your whole heart and soul into the work. And then you will be able to free from the karma and its association, bondage. Why? You do your best and give it to God. Why bother about next step? Only you can, that much what you can do, your part is to do the best you can do. Why not forget the world, forget God even. Plunge into the work, what is your duty to do, and do there and be free. But we always keep some string attached. Our mind string is attached, that I want this and this will happen, and if this does not happen, then I am lost. And by that thinking, you are actually losing your own strength and focus of concentration, and mind is not in the work, in the tension, in the anxieties. You are losing the power which you have to perform your work best. So that we read. Therefore, what to do? This Bhagavan Krishna suggested the verse before. You do your work by yogastha, being fixed in yoga. think that you are doing for God. Keeping the mind in Him. And yogastha kuru karmani. Do your own work, responsibilities. Whatever field you are, whatever activity comes as a duty to your life. And how to do only this is the trick. Shangang taktva. Give up the attachment. Be like a free person to do. Why to be attached to that? And best result comes when we are concentrated. Even if it does not come, I cannot do anything more. I have tried my best. So that is the attitude, how to do work and be free in the world. Bhagavan gives this suggestion here. And really it is a very vital point. We must have to understand, because we live in the world and we will have to perform work every day. Whether we like it or not, we will have to perform work. Otherwise, Sharira Jatra Upite, that even to maintain your health, you have to do some work. But we take care of our body, no? Doctors give the medicine. But okay, you do the exercise. But things happen into the body. So what can we do? We are happy that we have tried our best and it is happening. Let it be so. So there is the detachment, attitude of detachment. I did my best and hands up, whatever comes, I accept it. This acceptance is a force, power. So, 48 verse we read, that perform action, on page 174, perform all action, O Dhananjaya, being fixed in yoga, keeping your mind in God, renouncing attachments, and even-minded in success and failures. In whether success comes or failure comes, I did my best, bas, I am happy. Good came good, bad came bad. So that equilibrium is verily the yoga. The keeping the mind in perfect equilibrium, not tossed. As we are always, we get, with the success we get elated, with our failure we get depressed. That is not the way to be peaceful. That is not the way to reach illumination. Therefore, today's reading is, the frame of mind that unbecomes a yogi is now dilated. So what you have to give up that type of work. What to do, he has said, positively, perform your action, just 48 verse, fix your mind in yoga, detach from that all the subtle, the strings you have attached, be even-minded, whether you succeed or fail, and keep your mind in equilibrium. That is verily the yoga. But what to do, again, what not to do. So that is the verse 49. Durena hi avaram karma, durena hi avaram karma, buddhi yogat dhananjaya, buddhi yogat dhananjaya, buddhau sharanam annichva, buddhau sharanam annichva, kripana phalahetabaha, kripana phalamahetabaha. So they are very kripan. Kripan means miser. They don't enjoy. After working like a slave, they work and also cry. You did your job, that is enough. And why you should miser? Live miserly in sorrow and suffering. Kripana. Who are miser? Those who are only caring for follow-hate. I am doing this work to achieve this material gain. It is a spiritual gain. Every action can lead us to spirituality. Every work can lead us to spiritual development. Those who only think material gain, in success gives us many material benefit as also peace in mind. But failures also give us greater lesson. It gives a boosting to spiritual life. So take advantage of the spiritual effect of even failures. Make success and failure the same. Learn from both and try to detach. Detach. Let go. That's the voice of the whole Gita. Let go. Do your thing, best you can do. And then what happens? Accept. Accept is the positive thing. And negatively if we say detach, give up. Let go. Whatever you want to hold on, look at that. Life suffering is there. Whatever we want to hold on, but it goes out of our grips and we cry. We cannot do that. But be free. Let it come, let it go. So that is the teaching of the Bhagavad Gita. Says motivated karma. Motivated karma is dureno, by far away, avaram karma. That karma is inferior, far inferior to that performed with equanimity mind. We do karma which is motivated. Karma means always expecting something more than doing the thing. Many people are there, they don't do, they don't act upon, but only expect. Only expect the result. They don't study well, but they expect having a good result. I will get A plus, that is the expectation. But when I study, my mind is always roaming around and nothing enters into my mind. And I sit for examination, I expect A plus. So that's the motivated work. Rather you exhaust your whole energy by doing the best you can do, study the best way you can, and the best result will come in. So that is the idea. Motivated karma, avarang karma, that is called the lower type of karma. When you do something with this type of expectation and bother your mind all the time for the gain, loss or gain, then you are wasting your energy in some wrong direction. So utilize your energy, rather far inferior to that which is performed with equanimity of the mind. Keep the mind peaceful, do your best, assert your whole energy, focus your whole concentration, and performing the whatever is assigned to you, and relax and release. We cannot relax, we do not know how to release the tensions from our mind. We carry the tension. And the examination is done in the daytime. I come back to college from school, back, and then I am sleepless. What did I do? Why did I write it? It's not right. And what will you gain by that? What spiritual benefit you are getting? What material benefit you are getting? You are only getting a sleepless night. See? And suppose someone who have let go and come back, smile, have your own next day's preparation, do whatever you like. Freedom comes from there. So that is called the equanimity of the mind. After the Gita's suggestion, keep your equanimity of the mind and do your best you can. But you only, those who are craving for the result, that karma is not good. It is far inferior. It is karma also. Here is a point. All the time everyone will put this question. How come you are talking about there will be no motivation? How can I work? Yes, motivation is freedom. I do and I am free. But motivation should not be, I am a slave. I will have to have it, I will have to have it, I will have to have it. I do my best and I expect it should be. If it is not, it's not okay. So, that karma inferior to that which is performed with equanimity. And then second point, buddho sharanamanicha. You then take surrender to your mind which is even, calm mind, not the turbulent mind. When you go to the turbulent mind has its own way of making you crazy. So take help. There is another mind inside, peaceful. I don't have to disturb myself. I am only empowered to do some action I am doing, the best of my ability. Bas, I am done with that. I don't bother myself with its next step. Whatever has come, I will accept it. So that is the evenness of the mind. So take refuge, buddho sharanamanicha. You take refuge in buddhi. Buddhi means the mind which is tranquil mind. And wretched are those people who are the result seekers. So again, result seekers are not very much appreciated here. Does not mean that you will have no goal. We will have our goal, and that to reach that goal we'll offer our whole energy and whole soul, heart and soul, and then as perfect as we can do, then mind should say, okay, now I am peaceful, whatever comes, let it come. So, a porter, this explanation, this book says on 176th page, a porter carries the luggage of a railway passenger from one platform to another. A co-passenger also carries for him one or two bundles of his with a helpful attitude. Though the action is the same for the porter and the co-passenger, their attitudes are different widely. The one works for a wage and the other works for love. See, it's a good example. When you go carry something in the railway station, and now people carry very light and wheelchair and everything, so they don't need much porter. But in the early days, we used to have you need some porter to carry heavy things. But some of your friends says, okay, I will take it. So he takes it out of love, and he feels joy. And you also feel good. My friend is helping me. What a lovely, joyful relation. And someone will pay in Howrah station. We always used to see. The porter will say, I told you it is 10 rupees. No, it cannot be. It is heavier than that. You have to give 15. They say, no, I contracted with you $10, and they go on fighting. When the train leaves, they get into fight. So here is bitterness, here is restlessness, here is energy loss. And the other place, I shared and I am happy. So see, action remaining the same, but the peace is different. One is full of joy, another is full of anger and frustration. And if you fight with them, their team of porters will come to defeat you. Then ultimately you will be forced to give more. The wage earner remains a coolie. Coolie means the laborer, while the others evolve in mind. The majority in the world work like the wage earner and make themselves wretched in that sense. But a few work for duty's sake, expecting nothing in return. They ever assume the role of a giver and never that of a grabber. The more the water from a well is bailed out, the more fresh water sprouts in it. The more a man acts for the duty's sake, seeking nothing in return, the more he grows in yoga. So this is a beautiful idea, that how to be working in life. It is slave work. See, look at that. When someone loves his choicest work, he can give more than hours, more than 8 hours, 10 hours, working. If it is my business, suppose someone's own business, he is working day and night and even didn't get 10 hours, 12 hours, 13 hours. But I am working for a company and I am working 10 hours, 12 hours, 13 hours and not getting any raise, not getting any promotion. Then what will be the reaction? Shall I not ask for promotion then? Yes, I will. I will try my own all means because I am working and you have to give it. But inner peace, inner tranquility is the question. How we can keep that inner tranquility. That is the art of doing work. Art of doing work to be joyful after performing all action. Therefore, keep your brain cool. That is the suggestion. 40th verse. Does the equilibrium of the mind add to its efficiency? Really. If your mind is cool, does it add to your efficiency? Of course it adds. A disturbed mind is doing the work, will make 10 mistakes. A concentrated mind, peaceful mind, will do in the same time much more intense work and much more perfectly. So, 50th verse says, Buddhi yukto jahatiha, Buddhi yukto yahatiha, Ubhe sukrita duskrite, Ubhe sukrita duskrite, Tasmat yogayo jujjasva, Tasmat yogayo jujjasva, Yoga karmasu kaushalam, Yoga karmasu kaushalam. This is the very famous word, most of the time people quote, Yoga karmasu kaushalam. What is yoga? Yoga means samadhi, meditation, yes. Tuning with God is what? How you perform the kaushal, the special aptitude and attitude that you perform the work. Because we are all living being, we are all engrossed in work. Physical work, your hand helping you to walking is an work. Thinking, sitting, you are thinking, you are not doing any work. You are sitting, you are thinking, that is work. Mental work, intellectual work, physical work. So, the yoga, what is the new definition for us for that yoga means, we know, tuning ourselves with God. That's the yoga. But what is this yoga? It is yoga is equal to karmasu kaushalam. Karmasu, in karma, kushal. Kushal means efficiency. Efficiency in your work, concentration in your work, one-pointedness in your work, that and how you do without being ruffled by your cravings and emotions during work. So this is a secret. That is the kaushal, means the special secret. So that is called, kaushal is the skill, efficiency, performing efficiency. So buddhi yukta, so endowed with your wisdom, we have to apply your wisdom with intelligence. Jahati iho, who can give up? Jahati means giving up. Iho, in this life. Ubhe, sukrito and duskrito, good and evil deeds. Those who can detach from actions done with a detached outlook, whether it is good or bad, with understanding. When you don't understand, we do many mistakes. When you keep our focus and mind alert, then our performance is much better and our choices are much better. Less mistakes we go through. So, yogayo jujjasya, therefore, one have to, tasmat yogayo jujjasya, therefore you unite in the yoga. So, one fixed in equanimity of the mind frees oneself in this life from vice and virtue. If one can unite with conscious mind, can lift the mind in a higher level and keep that mind free from expectation of gain and loss, then once in life, vice and virtue, whatever comes, I perform my thing, good has come, I accept it. Net result bad, I accept it. No? How many times the scientists are launching satellites and things, no? How many failures are there before they succeed? And when success comes, everyone rejoices. Failures, that becomes a tool for their more inspiration, to focus more and to find out why we missed, how can we solve that problem. That means equanimity of the mind is necessary for a successful completion of the work. So, one fixed in equanimity of the mind, whose mind is equal, frees oneself. He can free himself or herself in this life from vice and virtue. The vice and virtue are not two. Whatever comes, that is the result of your karma coming, but you are detached with it. Like witness. You have a good dream last night, you are the witness. You have a bad dream last night, that's also you are a witness. The dreams have gone. Witness stands there. So you perform your work, vice or virtue, whatever, you keep your equanimity connected with the higher thought and perform your work. That's all. There is no vice, there is no virtue for that person. Why? Now here is a critical question for Arjuna. He is in the war field. He will have to kill people. His own relatives. And killing is a good job. It's a good job. No, not. But good or bad is not your question. You are using your intellect. You are understanding that is the best to be done, and you are doing detached way for the duty's sake. Duty for duty's sake. Right? So then you are free. But duty becomes a burden when we have our own personal agenda added to it. I want this way only. Yes, I may want this way, but what comes, I can say, take it for God is giving you God's gift coming to us. Accept that, why not? So, the one fixed in equanimity of the mind frees oneself. We can free ourselves in this life from vice and virtue. No vice will touch you, no virtue will touch you, because you are accepting as it is coming like a witness. We are talking about Vedanta, witness consciousness. Before the witness consciousness, everything is coming and going, but the conscious light is all the time there. So all the scenario, in the movie, all these things happen on the white screen, but screen remains undisturbed. It has no acceptance, it has no rejection. Whatever comes, comes. It falls and gives the picture joyful, smiling, good, fun, and sometimes brutal. But the screen remains undisturbed. The screen inside should remain undisturbed. Only things will come and go. It passes like that. You see, Karma Yoga actually, Swamiji's idea is that it's a practical application of Vedanta, Vedantic application. Therefore, devote yourself to yoga. Work done to perfection is verily yoga. This is a very beautiful word. Work done to perfection. You are thinking you are doing in meditation and doing japa, that is the only spirituality, yoga. No, you are performing your work. How perfectly you did it, and with perfection and precision and accuracy, that is the yoga. And by that yoga one can attain. Is it that we are reading that Swami, he was then a brahmachari, and Swami Brahmananda Maharaj was serving Swami Brahmananda Maharaj. And he used to smoke some hubble smoke, Maharaj. And he was asked to prepare one chilim. One chilim means one puff to prepare one such. And he gave one or two other brahmacharis or somebody prepared, it was rejected. And then that Swami, Pashupati Maharaj probably, in the reminiscences of Brahmananda, he prepared and he gave it. See, who has prepared this? If he prepares one more chilim, I will give him Brahmajnana. Meaning it is so perfectly he has done. To put a charcoal and give some, what you call, tobacco, in right time, right proportion, and it will be just bent so that it will create the smoke. To do it perfectly is a question. Anyone can do work. But to do that with that perfection leads to purity. Maharaj directly says, I can give Brahmajnana. Another chilim and I will give you Brahmajnana. So this means we can, what is the indication is that do even to have a very simple work, but how precisely, how perfectly. Many people think, I am a spiritual person, so spirituality means callousness. One pair of shoes is on that side, another shoe is on that corner. I come back, my shirt I throw away here, and that is there. I am spiritual. that is not suggested by this Bhagavan Krishna, and not in the Ramakrishna order. If you do such thing, you will have to have good scolding first, to learn how to keep it exactly the shoes in shoes place, in the pen how to keep it, and you glass of water, you keep it in proper place. Everything should be just and right. Maharaj used to have a long, what is called the coat. In the early morning he used to get out from the room to go out. And that is someone misplaced little bit, no? And then Maharaj got so annoyed with it. What is there? It is here, it is there, you can collect it. No. Everything should be in their proper place. And Swami Sarvadevananda used to say, no? Birajananda, he is serving Birajananda Swami. So he's washed his hand and then needs the towel. And he's holding the towel, maybe 2 inches difference. 1 mile away, my towel. That means he is to be immediately ready to put in right place in his hand. But these are very little petty things. For our thing, what is spirituality in it? Spirituality is because the mind is getting trained to be concentrated, to be focused, what you are doing. You are serving God, so it should be most perfect. So karma is classified in the explanation, it goes as good or bad, based on the result it produces. Good karma is as much the cause as the bad one for continuity of the wheel of birth and death. No? Good karma gets you to a good place after death. Bad karma leads you to the hell, Hindu hell. Bad karma people will go to Hindu hell, and good karma will take the Hindu heaven. And Hindu heaven, which grade of heaven? Good heaven, better heaven, 5-star hotel heaven, and down heaven. So like that. So, according to your karma. So, but good karma is as much the cause. That's why good karma is not good, because it is taking you to heaven, and you forget God there for a longer period. You go to hell, you remember God. Why I am here? I am here. I'll have to get out of it. But when you go to heaven and fun and joy, you forget God. That's why it is as bad as one in the continuing the wheel of birth and death. But the karma yogi, we are talking about, we are all trying to be karma yogi here. Karma yogi is not affected by karma any kind. They do the same karma, but they are not affected because they are not attaching their mind to the result. All are getting the result because they are expecting the result. I did it and I want it. In the Vedic karma, early days, you go to heaven, there are different jagna, sacrificial fire, oblation. You pray, you chant this mantra, you do this and go to this place. No? So, anything you achieve and expect some result, that is karma, not karma yoga. And karma yoga is that whatever comes, you accept and give it to God. And you become free. That's the point. That previously people, all burglary was there in the home. How the dacoits used to come and steal things, no? Nowadays no one goes to home to steal because everyone puts their money, bank account, they transfer. Online transfer now has become much easier. So no reason of keeping the money in your pocket, so no one will chase you. If they want to chase, they will go to the bank robbery. So similarly, God will understand that. It is God's treasury. You deposit whatever daily karma, good or bad, give it to that. Then you are free. That is the way of freedom. This is due to his being fixed in equanimity, the state of free from likes and dislikes, attachment and aversion. I am on page 177. A surgeon cuts and operates on the body of a patient. The sick man's surviving the surgery or succumbing to it does not make the doctor virtuous or vicious, is it not? If we go to doctor, my heart surgery is necessary. So they will cut everything will cut the ribs and this and He is doing so bad karma on me. No? He is cutting the ribs and taking out the blood and this and that. What is going on? But he is not affected by doing that. He did as a duty, as a patient, how to help. He did the best he can. And if he does a mistake, not consciously, unconsciously, he does not repent because he did his best. But for certain reason it has happened. So doing the work, see the good example, a surgeon cuts and operates on the body of a patient. The 6 months surviving the surgery or succumbing to it does not make the doctor virtuous or vicious. He does his duty very well for duty's sake. If the patient dies while being operated on, the doctor does not feel guilty of murder. He does not feel he is a killer. And police does not take the doctor to jail because you killed this patient. No, I did my best and to protect that. But the patient failed to. So doing the same work, the example is very concrete so that it sticks to our mind. What we do in our life, good or bad, if there is no bad motive, it is only for duty's sake you have done your duty, the effect of good or bad will not touch you. It's a great understanding. In our life we feel guilty. Why I did that, why you do that? Yes, if you have done that with an evil mind, then you will suffer. Or you have done with some intention. What is the intention? There is no bad intention. I did my duty only as a doctor, as police officer, to save some people. And they put some bullets, no? And someone is dead. Yes, there may be court case, those are things. But this, in the inner spirit, he will say, I did my duty to save this other guy. And the vice and virtue will not go to him. So this is the point. In our day-to-day life, if we can perform all our actions in this perspective, then the good and bad will not affect our life. That means good and bad is the cause of my life, future life, birth and death. So that will stop the future birth and death, because there is no impetus of expecting this heaven, hell, good, bad, achievement, failure. I don't expect anything. I did my duty. So whole Gita says, do your duty. Don't run away from your duty. So everyone has a duty. Doctor has a duty, teacher has a duty, student has a duty, mom has a duty, son has a duty, daughter has a duty. So everyone in life has duty. Perform your duty as best as you can without any bad motivation and give it to God after performing the duty. Then you are free from all evils. He goes through the series of operations calmly because of his equanimity of mind. One patient died. Does not the surgeon go for another patient? They do the same surgery going on. That is his life. Every day he will have to do surgery. And some get successful, some fails. But he is not affected and he does not feel depressed for that because he is not doing any wrong thing, any intentional bad activity. He goes through the series of operations calmly because of his equanimity of the mind. But this very doctor dare not operate on his own ailing son. He seeks the help of another surgeon. No, see, that is true. Doctors don't treat their own family members because they do not know what medicine to give. They think, if I give this, then we know these are the side reactions. If we give this, so they send it to the other doctor. I have seen doctors' own family members are treated by another doctor, because they become emotionally connected. This is the point. Here, the patient is not connected with the doctor in personal, emotion or other level. So he does his duty best, and whatever result comes, he is not attached to it. But here, anything happens to his own son or his own family, and he is the doctor himself, he will be feeling something more because personal attachment. Giving very good example to think about this and how doing the karma we can get into bondage or we can get into freedom. The difficulty is, the diffidence is born of attachment leading to inequanimity of the mind. Detached performance of duty adds to efficiency, and the required equilibrium is maintained perfectly. So, how we can keep the mind calm, performing the duty, not attaching to its good and bad impact, what is coming. This principle applies to all activities in life. It is yoga to maintain equilibrium in the minds of all of them. Work is executed very efficiently in poise only. When we can do our best work, when you are very calm, no? When you are really busy, you make the mistake. Normally you don't do those mistakes, but when you are hurried, you will do those mistakes. When you are late, the plane is leaving, and you run, and you fall, you fell. Normally if you have walked, you will not lost your bag or something falls down from your hand. It will not happen. But when mind is distracted and you are trying to do the work, then you have to spend more time for organizing things. Even we do things which silly things. You with your glass, you keep the glass there and forget and come to the car and started. Then certain time afterwards, oh, where is my glass? Oh, I missed it. Come back and drive back and go. So you are spending more time because of the restless mind. So peaceful mind is the unattached mind. So work is executed very efficiently in poise only. Attachment and aversion take away the efficiency for men. So equanimity of the mind comes to one free from likes and dislikes, attachments and aversion. He is a yogi. No new karma accrues to him. The momentum of the old karmas wane away. He gains in perfecting the mind. Swamiji said, Vivekananda, a quotation has been given, a yogi seated in a Himalayan cave allows his mind to wander on unwanted things. A cobbler in a corner at the crossing of several busy roads of a city is absorbed in mending a shoes as an act of service. Of these two, the latter is a better yogi than the than the former. Did you understand what? A yogi is meditating in the high Himalayas, in the cave of Himalayas. And what he is doing? He is trying to control the mind in God, but his mind is going in all directions. As we do every day, no? We come to temple, we do meditate, and in our home also. Mind goes to all the places which it should not go. But now, he is saying the cobbler is in a corner of a crossroad and of several busy roads of the city. He is very much absorbed and is mending a shoe as an act of service. He is a greater yogi than that of that yogi in the high Himalaya. And do as duty, that is most important, not what you are doing and what result is coming. Therefore, 51 verse, I have no, if you have any question, otherwise I will read another verse. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Swami?
Yes, please.
It's about, on the bottom of page 177. Krishna fought for the wicked to the best of his ability.
Where?
On the bottom.
Bhishma fought. Yes. You know, Bhishma, that you know the history. Bhishma was the grandsire. So he was truthful, very idealistic person. But why he not joined the Arjuna's side? Why he fought supporting Duryodhana, the evil guy? So he says, but Bhishma fought for some principle. He said, he promised that I will always protect this king. Whoever be the king, I will protect him. So king was Dhritarashtra and Yudhishthira. Not Yudhishthira, Duryodhana. So he supported that group. And he also said, I am eating their food, so I will have to support him. So that's the principle. But knowing fully well he is fighting against Arjuna and Bhagavan Krishna. Krishna is on this side with Arjuna. And Duryodhana is supported by Bhishma, the most powerful warrior. Why he did that? And doing that, he's not got into bondage. He got the freedom. So that is the point, is indicated. Bhishma fought for the wicked to the best of his ability. When he fought, he's fighting with Arjuna with all might. Bhishma's all power. So it's a terrible thing. But because of his complete detachment in that war, he did that. Apparently, he supported the evil person. But by supporting that evil person, he has not lost his inner tranquility, and he has not lost the spirit of spiritual attainment. So, any more question? 10 minutes. Huh? If not, then 5 minutes we can read one verse. Verse number 51. Karmajang buddhiyukta hi, karmajang buddhiyukta hi, phalang tyaktva manishinaha, phalang tyaktva manishinaha, janmabandha vinirmuktaha, janmabandha vinirmuktaha, padang gacchanti anamayam, padang gacchanti anamayam. Karmajam means out of karma, born out of karma, buddhijukta, possessed with the knowledge in the mind, thinking before. He indeed phalam taktva, giving up the result, abandoned manishina, the manishi. Manishi means the wise people. Janma bandha vinirmukta. They become free from janma and birth, and bandha is the bondage. They become free from janma, bondage and birth, and freedom from the fetters of born. Padam gacchati, not only that, they attain to the state of gacchanti anamayam. That state, which is stainless state. Anamayam means where there is no stain, stainless state of Satchidananda state they attain. So what does mean in this verse? Karmajang, the wise person, who is imbued with the evenness of mind, whose mind is calm, the wise person whose mind is calm, he renounces, gives up the results of their actions. Whatever karma result comes, he does not keep with it. If good comes, oh Lord, I give it to you. Whatever comes, bad comes, it is yours. So he naturally becomes free himself and freed from the fetters of birth. Therefore, why we are here? Because of our karma, It's Buddha's reason why we are here. Why Jagat Dukkha? The full world is full of suffering. Why suffering? Then Buddha says, because you are born. They say, why am I born? Because your karma, your good karma, bad karma brought you here. Why did you karma? Because you have vasana, desire. Like that, it is a chain. And vasana comes where? I want this. That's the desire. I want this, not this. Therefore, it is a chain of birth and death cycle going on. The wise person who is even-minded and renounces the results, whatever comes, goods and bad, the fruits of their action, freed from the fetters of birth, they actually go to the stainless state. So, it is saying that if we want to go to the stainless state of our pristine, pure self, then we will have to do, we have to be wise, and we have to be imbued with oneness idea. We should have third point, renounce the results of the actions. That will help us to cut the fetters of the bond of birth and death. So the yogi views all forms of karma on page 179. Imbued as they are with misery in varying degrees, he converts the misery-laden karma into misery-freed one. If you had know the art of doing work, the karma which was binding, the same karma can release. I give this simple example. We do the same work, and the sadhus, the monks also do the same work. Nuns, they are doing the same work. If monk can be freed by doing the same accounting in the accounts office of our headquarters or in our any center, and the accountant working in an accounts office, why he will not realize God? If doing some, computer science, and our Belur Math or our other centers, they also have so much computer work. By performing computer work, if one gets freedom, why not the other will be free? It is only the attitude. To keep the result or give up the result. So it is characteristics of karma to perpetuate the wheel of birth and death. But the yogi in his wisdom renders it effectlessly in this respect. Converting evil into good is the best of all dexterities. Lord Shiva converts the world-destroying poison into the world-saving nectar. The yogi walks the way of Shiva. He handles bondage-producing karma in such a way that it becomes free-yielding one. Yoga is the panacea of all evils in the world. That yoga, that means where we can be detached. So this is a great lesson. If we can take a little bit of this in our life, it will be very inspirational to get out of the bondage of life and death. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu. So we'll see you then again. Thank you all who are attending online. Thank you.